Welcome back to the channel. Thankfully, it's starting to cool off. That means it's time to get ready to go camping. We live in North Carolina. It's the South. It's humid. There's no way possible you going camping in a tent in the middle of the summer. So I don't know about your trailers, but how does your trailer over summer, right? So we're going to use our trailer over winter. Like to use it over winter, not using it over summer. So how does your trailer look after a long period of no use? Does yours do like mine? It becomes a shelf for stuff you don't know what to do with at the time, or you just leave stuff laying where you last worked on it at. I'm gonna walk you around, show you everything. And in this video, we're gonna clean this thing up. Still got a lot of dust in it from one of our last adventures. But we're gonna go around this thing, show you what it looks like now, and then we're gonna take stuff out of it, take stuff off of it, and show you what it's like to get it ready to go. To where all we gotta do, come in, hook up, and head for the hills. So we'll start up front. As you can see, buckets, brand new pins. Right there's what the front box looks like. Just stuff randomly set in it. I mean, I got storage bags that really don't have anything in them. Spider webs, pop-up tent for using the potty. Diesel jug for the diesel heater. Toilet paper just riding. It's actually paper towels. Bins empty and open. Got a new tarp for my little ridgeline setup. Right there is our, right here is our solar panel. Our little book to write stuff down, water, and then here's my table. Of course, it's not going to ride right there. I just picked it up, put it there to get it out to the garage. We're going to make a mounting system for that. I don't believe it's going to be on the trailer. I believe I'm going to mount it in my truck, in the Gladiator. So, you know, wire ties. Did reroute some of the water lines, so that's left over from that. Right there's our fire pit, our awning room, our table that mounts on the Jeep. Right there's our fire buckets. Buckets we will put on the fire to boil water. You always got to have boiling water. Coffee cups, some random piece of PVC, hat, wipes. Let's see what's in here. All right, so we got some of our stuff that stayed away, you know, stayed locked away where it's supposed to be, soap and stuff, but we'll get all that clean. We got more towels, grilling stuff, cutting board. Let's see what's in here. And so we did install this system on here. I love that. So this right here took up like, all the stuff that's in here took up like 3 boxes or 2 boxes. And in here it fits all in those 2 racks. I got something dragging, got to figure out what that is. There's our grill. But yeah, so we will start to take all this off. We will, I'll see what's in here. So that's kind of a mess too. It's just kind of in there. It's the potty, a couple chairs, bags, just a bunch of stuff in there. And we'll look in this right here as well. So, I mean, that's not bad. I can't tell you the last time I charged our Grow Watt power station. Let's see what it looks like. Turn her on. So there it's coming on. And we're still at 99%. And That's amazing. So, like I said, I don't know the last time I charged it. We'll leave that guy on for a little bit, and we're not just starting it, stopping it. But look at the dust in there, right? So, as you can see, and all over the Smittybilt Overland Scout pages, you see this little, I'm going to put my hand on the outside. There's these little silicone nipple valves. I found them on Amazon, thanks to some help from those guys on the Smittybilt page. I'm going to replace those because some were just missing. When I got the trailer, the doors weren't very tight. I'm going to get some seal protectant and put on there, and we'll get all that dressed up and ready to go for the next time we're on a nasty, dirty road. I ain't got to worry about all that getting inside, or at least that's the plan. So as you can see, I've got 2 propane tanks up front. Got the one that's not covered, and then there's one inside that propane tank. Or they've got one that's inside this here, nice and pretty. I don't even know what you call that. Propane tank cover. So the one that's in the cover is the one that I use for cooking. This other one is the one I use for a fire, campfire, propane fire. And then this one back here is our jug that we use for our hot water heater, which we've got plumbed up now, should be ready to use. I was telling you about this table. So that is actually a fish cleaning table. So now I have a sink that I can set up right here and wash dishes. Also has the little solid places, so it's one big table. We can play cards on it. We can do whatever we want to, but we'll mount that probably to the truck. All right. Other than that, you know, we are going to give it a bath. Tires are still real dirty. And we will let you see us tear it down, take everything off of it, take it out there, give it a bath, bring you back in, and we will get it ready to go. It's not going to be a very long video, I don't think. I won't make you sit through the entire bath. But as we go along, you'll get to watch it all. And we do have a ton of stuff. I kind of got addicted to Whatnot, especially Surplus Soldier, his channel. Man, I'm telling you, all this stuff. I mean, nice intermediate sleeping bag, everything. Shovel. Yeah, it was an issue, but it's okay. Butt packs. I got 2 butt packs, right? Here's one butt pack, right? Here's a butt pack. I only have 1 butt. I don't know what I need with 2 butt packs, but I got them at a great deal. Fire extinguishers, so we didn't have one of them on there. I got one for the truck, now one for the trailer, so we will mount that somewhere on here as well in a permanent hole. Yeah, so this ain't all going to be done today. In fact, I'm probably going to knock off right now. Just got off work. I'm going to read the Bible for a little while. Important things first, okay? So I'll bring you back, probably get started on this maybe tomorrow. And you get to watch from there. Please let me know. Do you have this problem? Does something sit in your garage gather stuff like this does? We're going to fix this problem, but, you know, am I the only one? I really don't think I am. One of the goals to help with that was a set of shelves. I don't think the shelves are helping. I think the shelves are just as trashed as the trailer is, but it's okay. When we get everything in its place, we can put it all back where it's supposed to be, and maybe we can organize both things, shelves and trailer. We got to start somewhere. For the first thing we're going to do is start getting everything off the outside of this joker. You never find paper towels. They're just all over here. So we'll get all this stuff off. Don't throw that in the floor where you'll have to pick it up later. And then we're going to start, I'm just going to show you the kitchen drawer, which we don't have to do a whole lot of stuff to, but I do want to show you that slide. Reach in here and turn the light on. All right, so like I said, our stove part is fine, needs nothing. Again, on the inside of those drawers and doors, you can see how much dust is built up there. Right there, I'm missing one of the little one-way valves, which looks like that. Posted that to the Smittybilt trailer owner site, the replacement for those. So I've got mine on order. You see that one still open, so it's no good. So we're going to replace all those. So we'll get rid of all this. We'll take each one of those out of the drawers. But I did post that to the Smittybilt trailer owner site. I'll have those. I'll have the link in this video as well. Right here is our kitchen. Something dragging on it. Okay, right there. So that fell down through. All right, so now instead of having all this in like 3 boxes, I've got it in just this little slide out. Okay, this thing bolts right in, fits perfectly in here, and takes up a lot less room. You have room beside it for, I got my knives, all that stuff in there. So when we take this trailer outside, we'll open this door, spray all this out, and get it ready. I will be finding some seal renewer. You see how these seals are just like flat, they're hard. So I know they make some stuff from RVs that'll help us there, so I'll show you that stuff too. The next drawer we got is this right here. That's where we normally have a lot more stuff food-wise in here, but that's where we keep my weightable water, my coffee supplies, hand soap, oil, salt and pepper, hand sanitizer, stuff like that. So we'll open this back up and get it outside. We will spray this out, let it dry. And I got some more stuff on top that goes in my kitchen drawer to figure out how to get it out of there. So this is our cutting board. It generally rides down here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get more paper towels out of here. My tarp system, which we've never even opened, I've got to rebuild that. Our solar panels, set them to the side for now to find a place where they will permanently go. I got nothing in these boxes. I have a strap, which is holding stuff down, which is holding our table down. We'll go around to the back. All right, we got one of our chairs. Another chair. Another chair. There is my current tarp setup with the ridge line and everything. As you can see, that there is a whole lot bigger than that other one, and that other one is just as big as this one. So we will be dwindling that down and consolidating that. Here is our potty. Trash bags, which actually need to be carried in the trasheroo. All right, so here are new legs for my 360 awning, and just haven't had a chance to put those on. Looking forward to that, and then I can leave these. These will now stay inside the awning forever. You don't have to take these off because they're nothing sharp to hurt the tent. So those will be going on the awning. Pull this drawer out and see what's in here. Feels like something's keeping us from moving. All right, so this is what? So that's one of them little blow-up sleeping pads. We brought these just in case this will no longer be traveling with us, because there will be a video coming out. I've got the Acacia, it's like a memory foam blow-up mattress. It's going to replace the mattress in my top oak tent. So we'll have a video coming up on that. So this sleeping pad we no longer need. I don't even know what's in here. Of course, I mean, that goes to show you, if you can see that, how much dirt and stuff's on here. And that's all from traveling down the road. That made it into the box. So more coffee stuff, cup, some cleaner, which we can put back up in here when we do it. So that's all on that one. I can take this one out for now. World's got it. Okay, set that to the side. We got, hey, I never can find wire ties until I don't need them. But we got a little trash, so we'll pick that up. All right, what's in this box? So this box, we just kept propane bottles, which our grill can run off of, and then we got our little gas bottles that are my water boiler. I can't remember the name of that thing. Whatever it is, runs off of. So we'll set this out for now. All right, so we'll push this drawer back in. We'll go ahead and pull this thing out. Maybe. So I need to put some lubricant on this drawer. It's a little stiff. All right, and then this right here is our fridge slider. Again, I'm thinking I need lubricant on both those. I thought I put it on that one. So this right here is our, for this tent we currently have here, it is our annex room. Having the trailer and the new tent on the Jeep, we may not use this as much, but in the snow or bad weather, this thing's great. It gives you a place to go in, and you can fully stand up and get changed. It's fully enclosed, floor on it, everything. It is, I mean, it's private, it's clean, it's dry. We have, before we got the diesel heaters, we would set the Big Buddy heater up down in the annex as this flapped out and let that heat rise to us. That way there was less chance of you kicking that thing over, causing a fire in the tent. Thankfully, we now have diesel heaters and we no longer have to worry about that open flame in the tent. I was just got so paranoid I couldn't sleep sometimes. All right, and then we got spare bags, which need to go in the trash room, and we've got toilet paper. I carry a lot more toilet paper than that normally. But this back here doesn't look that bad. It needs a good wipe down. Again, we keep nothing in our refrigerator, but you know, we'll wipe it down before we go to, and mainly get the dust off the top of it. All right, let me turn the light on in here. All right, so one thing, as you can see, hanging down right here, is we have our wire for the power our refrigerator. So we don't want that thing in the track. We don't want it getting in there and getting damaged. We had it up there with these little sticky things. Stick them up, and then you stick a wire tie through them. And that was working good, but they've fallen due to temperature change and maybe just not a very clean surface. But we're going to replace those and maybe come up with a better way to stick those up there to where it would hold our power wire off the floor. All right, so here is another one of those sleep pads. Again, no one will carry that, so it will no longer be there. It does make a good pad to keep your power station from sliding around, but as you can see the dust that's in this, just a lot of dust in here. So we're going to take all this out. We're going to take our power station out, set it on the table, push all the wires up in there, and then we will clean all this. Again, we're missing one of the little one-way valves, so we will replace that when it comes. The other valve is slammed full of dirt and dust, so it's not doing anything for us right now. Anyway, I don't plan on going in water with this trailer that's deep enough to get in these doors. So, do I technically need a valve? No, I could just tape it off. That would be fine. But if there's any kind of condensation or anything like that, you want to be able to drip out and not rust the door out. So we're going to put the new valves back in. Next, we're going to tackle the dreaded top of this trailer. All right, trailer top. First come, all right, we'll push this back in the way. All right, first come is our little journal and some plumbing tape. Journal, my wife loves to keep that. That way she can write our adventures down. If we ever sell the trailer, we'll send the journal off with it. That way, whoever buys it can see where the trailer's been and the adventures we had and the fun we had in it. And she'll send them notes and stuff like that. We're not going to live forever, so somebody else will have this trailer eventually if it lasts that long, which I think it will. There's our water jug. We like to carry a lot of water. We may not have to carry this year because we got a 15-gallon tank on this trailer. We got it cleaned and feel good about the condition of it right now. So we may not have to carry that. We may take it just for extra precaution. So this right here is just a little tray that came with this fish cleaning table, which will be our new dishwashing table. So, not sure what we're going to do with all this yet. We need to make a way to haul this. This is part of it. Do we need this rack? I don't think so. Will we use the rack if I can figure out a way to haul it correctly and easily? Maybe. We don't need all this stuff hanging down off of this thing. You can let them run into a bucket straight off of the bottom. But as you see, it's done easily. It's good and tall, so you're not bending over washing dishes. You have two covers that have your sink, separate your sink, and keep storage stuff in here. Turn that on like that, it folds away, put the cover on it. And here you have your valve, so now I can take this everywhere, spray everything off, spray me off, I can spray my shoes off, I can spray the trailer off, whatever I need to. So I think this will be a great addition We just gotta use it. All right, so on top of here, right now I kind of changed it. We got bungee cords kind of strung everywhere, holding tables down. I got a strap holding this table down. So, will we continue to take this table? I don't know. But it's here for now. And it simply comes off. It worked great. It never moved. Just a little 6-foot foam table. We'll get it off so we can clean it. Back here is our fire pit. You know, a lot of times you go into places where you can't burn openly. Cool, find O-rings and stuff that really lost off of something. It's currently bungee in here. I'll try to get it off. You could use it every time we went last year in the fall. We'll get it off of here. It's in a nice carry bag. That's on my Amazon pages. If you're interested in it. You know, hey, you didn't have to carry firewood. We had a fire in the middle of a burn ban. So the last time we were checked was on Highway 105. The Forest Service agents, they come up, you know, they were like, hey, we're checking fires, you can't have fire so big. They seen ours, said it was good, so we got to have a fire. Other people didn't. All right, so next we have this is kind of a table that was built for this thing by the previous owner. It simply mounts over on the other side, right on top of the fender. So once you put this on, you have, you know, a good bit of table room. So right now we're going to continue to take that because it helps in food preparation and cooking. All right, here is our one wall kit for the 360 awning. We will continue to take this. I don't know if it continues right up top or where yet, but we'll continue to take it at least. And then we have the old legs for we have the old legs for the 360 awning, which those are the ones with the sharp points on them, which we may not need anymore. So those may stay here unless we know it's going to be windy or raining, and then we can put 6 legs on the tent instead of just the 3. And then we got my fire buckets, which I'll get those down. So that's pretty much us taking apart everything out of the tent or out of the trailer except for up here. I'll show you that next. Alright, so here's the tongue box. This right here's the little bucket we put in our potty. Here's my diesel tank that I use for both heaters. This box is really stays dusty. So I'm gonna get everything out of here, and I'll show you the reason why this box stays dusty. All the tool bags, our fan. Alright, bungee cord. Hammer, a bunch of straps. You always need straps, so never throw a strap away. If the strap breaks, still don't throw it away. You're probably going to need it. That's pretty much all that's in here that needs to come out. This right here is hose hookup stuff, so I'll leave that in here. But this box is just, it kills me. I kind of like the heater being in here just for the fact that it's vented. It stays in here. I always have with me. The actual gas tank or diesel tank for this heater is this blue thing here, which needs to be painted. You may not be seeing it right there. That thing there that needs to be painted, and I'll paint it black. Maybe before we get done here. So I kind of like this being here, but it just, we have this right here on the back of here. Let me take you off of here and show you. All right, so you can see this vent, right? Good. We need vent for our heater, right? We need a vent for a heater, absolutely. But you can't see it in there. So all that is just like a return vent. Okay? Their dust can come straight through it. So that vent right there just goes into the heater and it stays hooked up all the time, which means my heater's getting dust in it. Should all blow out when we first hook it up, but this right here is going to get changed too. I'm going to have a way, I'm going to come out where I can quick connect the hose to it. That's the only reason why I haven't done it yet, is getting the diesel heater quick connect hoses is kind of crazy expensive. So I'm going to come up with a way to do that, and I'm going to change that out. And it'll get rid of all this janky looking stuff. Alright, we're going to use a little bit of mean green. Just spray down any spots that might be harder to clean. Most of this is dust, so I'm not going to have to use a bunch of this. We'll use it on the tires. Don't let it dry if you can. Then we're going to foam it. Alright, so now tires are done. We're going to get some of the drawers pulled out so we can get to that. We will stuff some of our electrical up in here. That way we can blow that drawer out. I just think we need a grommet there, or at least some silicone for a hole that's in this thing that was put here before I got the trailer. Another hole right in here somewhere. This thing you see that you don't see when you're first doing this, but we're gonna get the foam cannon, we're gonna foam the trailer, spray it off. Like I said, it's mostly dust. some rust built up in the inside this door. I can let you see that maybe, if it's not so bright out here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there is rust built up inside that door. And that's all coming from those stopped up one-way valves. So that's why we're replacing them. Get yours at the link below. I'm gonna continue to wash off the rest of the trailer, and then we'll let it dry, and we'll take her in and see what we got. All right, we're back again today. Here's what we use. We're gonna paint those doors. It's Rust-Oleum textured, and this is I guess the color of the cap, so it's like a semi-gloss. I don't really see where it says exactly the color on it. It just says black. 7220 black. So that's what we're going to use. We'll go around, we'll find every little spot that needs a little bit of touch up. This does stop rust, so we will spray it on about every spot. If you want anything not to be painted, go ahead and tape it off, cover it up now. So, right in here, you can see some dust, or some, not dust, rust. And we're going to go ahead and spray that. Some spots on the door. And we're still waiting on our valves to come in, but this will be ready for when they do. So look around, find all the little holes, all the little rust spots on this trailer, and go ahead and hit them with a coat of paint. All right, we got a little rust here, 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 here. So we'll simply do this. Anywhere you got rust starting. This door right here has got a good bit of rust. So go ahead and hit it. So I will warn you, these Rust-Oleum cans, they have like a comfort nozzle is what it's called. Have you some spare nozzles right laying around, because they're junk. It stops up almost constantly. And I haven't figured out how to, right now I got them soaking in lacquer thinner to see if I can free it up. All right, this area in here, this is where your spare tire will go. Of course, we don't have the spare tire in here yet, but one day we might. So we're gonna go ahead and paint this while we got nothing in here. We'll get the walls, the floors, anything that looks a little rusty. Anything on this back wall here. And so you see that I'm not sanding, I'm not anything like that. I'm not even getting it really good and even. So I'll let you come back and see after this is dry. What it looks like. That way you'll be able to tell just how much you think it matches without any real work. Now there's the fender that we did when we first started. We sprayed a bunch right in here, right in this area. So as you can see, it's a little shinier. And I will tell you, with this tip, instead of the white comfort tip that comes on it, it does come out thicker. It will take longer to dry. But after it's dry, you just come in and kind of haze it, and it should blend it back together a little bit. At least better than it has been. All right, back again today. Today we have
the valves that came in. So that's the Amazon, where we got from Amazon. Get 10 of them, and they go right down here in these holes along the bottom. We'll see how good they fit. They appear to fit fine. So we're gonna go through and put these in all the holes in the doors. Now these are a lot more soft than the ones that came out. The ones that came out were hard and brittle. So that should let water out. Should let the water out and keep dust from getting back in. If we're still getting dust, what we'll do is we'll come in, we'll pop these out, put a little silicone around them. That way they stay there. But I think once they heat up and get in there, I think everything's gonna be fine. And you can see our channel now. No rust, no dirt, no nothing like that. That's just painting it with the textured spray paint from Rust-Oleum. I'm going to show you a little trick I'm going to do for the seals. What I used to replenish them, or you see how they're like stuck? So I got some stuff I'm going to try to make this sealing surface better. I'll show you that now. Is rubber seal conditioner. Okay, get that at Walmart. I think you can get it at Lowe's. Seen it at Academy this morning, but it's just like in your RV section, and it's UV protectant, all that good stuff, 3-in-1. So we're just going to spray a little bit on the rag, see how this goes. We may spray direct. I'm just going to wipe that seal down real good. Stubborn areas, spray directly on it. Let it be soaking into it. That should keep that seal nice and supple. Maybe the word. But it should keep it nice and soft and flexible. So that looks good. Keep your seal clean, keep your sealing surface clean, and you should have a better seal. This one's in a little worse shape than that one over there, so I'll just spray it down and let it sit for a little bit. This inside bend here is your main issue, because it's a big seal, but that's going to be your tightest spot on the door, right? So that one will be the toughest. Now, I'll take this stuff off. I'm not going to show all that on camera. I'm not going to show me putting everything back together. We planned a trip to Cades Cove, which will be the first time we use the trailer this fall season. It's coming up in October, so I'll have everything back on it, and we'll show you that trip. But I will show you how to adjust the doors, and it's all right here, okay? If this thing, so the guy brought it from, put all this stuff on because the doors kept coming open. The doors have locks on them, so if you get it right and lock it, the door can't come back open. You just simply adjust these two nuts on this arm here. Okay, there's a nut here, a nut here. You adjust that to where it fits tight and snug. So it's closed right there. So, I mean, I can pull that open, but I can also go tighter with it. If that seal's working really good, you don't have to go as far. So I'm more than likely going to tighten this door up at least, and then I'll go to the rest of them, finish up cleaning my seals. Here's where I need your help.
I want this tire mounted to this trailer somewhere. I cannot afford a rear tire carrier. Plus, I think it puts a little too much weight on the back. Really don't want to do that just yet. Maybe one day. But I want it to go here. I still have the tire mount rack system, but my tank for my diesel heater is here. And my propane tank is permanently mounted here. I also want to carry the spare propane tank. It will lay down up here. It will not fit from the top to the bottom here. Yes, I know I could get them out and mount it up here somewhere. Still yet, no place for the tire. So, what I'm thinking, two options that I know of. I want you to tell me if there's some neat idea y'all have or some other place to put it. I don't want it out here. Don't want it below the tire or the trailer, of course, because I don't want it to drag. So here's my idea that I seen at Lowe's today. So you got this X-Track single piece mount. So it'll mount it either up there or on the front up here. But likely I'm going to remove this box and put it right up in here. And then you got this little T system, which this will snap down in there. And then you just simply put this up through one of the eyes on the rim. I'm not sure that that's long enough to go through that eye. I will know shortly when I start testing. But I'm not going to do this just yet because it will involve putting, again, 4 holes in the top of the trailer. And not a fan of that either. But so on this video, go ahead and comment really quickly. Share your pictures, share your videos. If you got other YouTube videos, share them on this channel. I don't mind y'all sharing y'all's videos on this channel. I don't think it's going to hurt me at all, and it might help you. Your videos might help me. So if y'all can make a living at this on YouTube videos and stuff, that's great. It ain't going to hurt me a bit. I'm not making anything off YouTube. Just having fun doing it. We got, I think, 187 subscribers today. So we're growing. It's just slow and it's painful. But so I'm going to end this video here. Please like, subscribe, share, comment on any of this stuff out here. You know, the seal lube, how y'all better dust proof your doors. If you got a cheaper option for those one-way valves that go in there, if you have a better tire mounting solution or spare tire mounting solution, if you think a better paint is out there, show it, share it, comment. Get the comments up on the video. YouTube will share the video more. But when we come back, we're going camping, you will see the trailer in action, ready to go. I've got the pieces where I can tee off of my water line. That way I can hook up my fish cleaning table that we're going to use as a kitchen table, a sink table. I've got my new poles for my 360 awning, which we'll put in when we open the awning for the first time this year or this season. And then maybe when I put all this back, I don't have so much stuff strapped to the top of this thing, which it worked great. Nothing moved. It didn't bounce. It wasn't loud. Nothing shifting around. But maybe I'll have less stuff up here. Appreciate you. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, tell your friends, and thank you. Come back to Pinch Gut Creek.